All right, first things first today, guys. I think what we're going to have to start doing is starting to populate the floor plan and getting some of the detail elements in there. I think for basically the first couple things I want to focus on are getting the basic like wall insert elements in, and then we're going to work on some of these like you know, pop outs and stuff that you see in elevation. So we're going to be transitioning between the floor plan and like window elevations and stuff a fair bit today. Yes.
Sorry. I'll wait till after.
Okay. So I think you guys I already explained doors. I'll explain a little bit about windows, but we're going to keep it pretty simple for now. But I do want to spend a fair bit of time on the storefront doors and stuff like that. So first off, I guess let's recap doors. So for now, since this is just like schematic level, we don't need all the detail of the doors and they don't need to look perfect yet until we do elevations. We can just pop in a door that's kind of our standard door, right? So most interior doors are going to be anywhere from like 32 to 36 inches. If you have like a closet door, it can go down as low as 30 inches in some cases. Yeah, anyway, you want to be careful about those. So anyway, what I'm going to do is if you go to the door command right here, we're going to just kind of open up that menu here and look at what door options we have. So you've got doors ranging from 30 to 32 to 34 to 36. And standard door heights are going to be anywhere from 6'8" to 7 feet tall. So oftentimes your exterior doors are going to be standard around 7 feet tall, and your interior doors can go as low as 6'8". So that's kind of the delineation between the two here. So I'm going to just grab I like to just start with 36 everything, and if I need to push the door size down, I will. So I'm going to just grab a 36 by 80. And I'm going to start locating these where they are per plan. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just kind of put them in place, and then you can flip them around later. So there's a door there, door here, door there, door there. So I'll just kind of drop a few in like that. You can tell my dimensions are a little bit off. I think that one went out. Did that go in? Oh, it did go in. Okay, so all that stuff is going to happen today. We're going to be placing all those, but I'm not going to do all those here in this video. The other thing is windows. So we can use standard windows and window sizes for now. So taking a look at what we see here, we have some compound sort of window elements, but some pretty simple window elements. There are two things that you want to consider. There are pre-made window families that have like specialty detailing and stuff like that. I'm trying to find one here on the second floor. Maybe something like this, right? Like that would be a specialty window with specific like trim pieces and everything like that. And especially here on the first floor, these windows are kind of like a specialty family. So we can use, for now, some of the Revit out-of-the-box windows for that element. So I'm going to go to the window command, and you see this fixed window. All that is just a fixed window that just inserts into the wall. So if I grab something rather narrow, like a 24 by 48, this is going to be something that I can use sort of in those conditions, kind of like that. So that's what you see here, second floor actually. Right? Those are modifications on the typical Revit window family, sort of, kind of. Or at least that's what it looks like to me. So that's going to be our family for that. If you need a custom size, notice how this one only goes up to 36. If I need one that's 48 inches wide, I can say create similar, edit type, duplicate it. And when you duplicate it, guys, make sure you change the name accordingly. So go to 48 inches by 48 inches. And then that's going to make it much wider. Whoops, I flipped it on the wrong side. There. So it's going to look something like this when you're working your way through these. Okay, so I think those default fixed windows are going to work for us for now. So that's what it kind of looks like when you put the thick lines on. That's pretty close to those. And I'll show you guys at some point how to do like the detailing of the operable windows and stuff like that at some point. But okay, so before you guys get into actually doing that, I want to gather all of your attention. Well, actually, you know what? Let me just show you one basic thing, and then I'm going to show you how to customize these. So the other things that we have here, guys, are we have windows that are sort of compound, like storefront sort of looking windows. There are a couple of things we have to do in order to get those integrated, but first I just want to show you how to insert them into walls. There are two types of storefront and curtain wall windows. There's a storefront and a curtain wall. If you go to wall, they're actually going to be at the bottom of the wall menu. Okay, so that's a little bit confusing to most new users, is that storefront windows, curtain wall windows, if you want to call them that, are actually in the wall menu. So I'm going to pick a storefront real quick, and I'm just going to click and drag this along the wall. Okay, what that did was it placed a storefront in my wall, and it cut the hole out of the wall. So if I wanted that to be, say, 6 feet wide and 4 feet tall, for instance, I would change the base offset to, say, 3 feet, the unconnected height to be 4 feet tall, which means the base is 3 feet, and then it goes 4 feet higher, so that's up to 7 feet, right? And then I could change the width right here in this blue dimension. Okay, so I could just click that and say I want it to be 6 feet wide, and it'll change it to 6 feet. Okay, so that is storefront. Now, the last thing I want to show you, the last type of window that we're going to be working with, whoops, I moved that the wrong way. Let's see, disallow join. There we go. Okay, so the last type of window that we're going to be working with, guys, is curtain walls. So I'm going to go to the window menu, or sorry, the wall menu, and I'm going to put in a curtain wall, and I'm going to draw this down along the face of my wall. Now it gives me an error. This is different. The storefront automatically cut the wall. The curtain wall does not. Because it is a wall and you're drawing it coincident with another wall, it gives you an error and it says that you have two walls in the same location. And then a bunch of other things about scheduling and stuff. It's fine. The way that you get this to cut the wall is using the cut command. So under modify, you're going to go to cut, and you're going to select the wall you want to cut from and the element you want to cut out of it. And that's this right here. Now, we are going to do a video in a second that shows you like all the things about curtain walls that you need to know, but I just wanted to show you real quick in 3D that what you wound up with is a curtain wall that doesn't have any mullions or framing or anything like that. Okay, so the difference between storefront and curtain wall is that storefront gets modeled like a predetermined, evenly spaced mullion system, and it just goes in really easy and fits fine. The curtain wall, you have to custom place every single one of your mullions. Okay, and I'll show you all the details for how to do that and how to make it look like what we need. But I guess before we do that, I just wanted to show you everything that we're going to work with. So what questions do you have about this? No questions? Yes?
So if you wanted to embed a door in just a curtain wall, you would have to add mullions?
Yes.
And then so you can select that panel that you want to modify?
Yes, and we'll discuss that in a video like coming up next. Okay. All right, any other questions? Okay.